I've spent the last year testing the internet's most viral and popular skincare tools to let you know which ones are actually worth it and which ones are a hard pass. Yeah, 1 year. This has been in the works for a while. There are so many different viral skincare tools and gadgets out there, and it makes it really disorienting trying to figure out which ones actually work, which ones are all just hype, and which ones just want to take your money, which is a lot of them. I have never been one to be a big fan of skincare tools because the majority of the ones that I've used throughout my life, they just didn't do much. Whether they were too simple and didn't incorporate enough modern skincare technology, or they were just way overpriced for the actual benefits that they offered, I have always been a skincare tool skeptic. So a year ago, I decided to try as many viral skincare tools as possible to be able to review them for you guys. There are so many tools that I tested out, too many to fit in one video. So this is gonna be the first video in a new series I'm starting where I test and review viral skincare tools. And I'm so excited that this is the first one because I have some goodies to get into. So stay tuned for a part 2. Per usual, all the products that I'm gonna be testing in today's video will be linked in the description box below if you wanna check them out. And let's just jump into testing skincare tools. So one of the first skincare tools I started testing out over the past year, and really kind of what inspired this video, is the ultra viral TikTok famous Medicube Booster Pro. Y'all have seen celebrities, influencers, your neighbor next door use it. Everybody knows about this device. And for this video, I actually filmed my very first time using the Medicube Booster Pro device almost a year ago, which, spoiler, if you've watched my YouTube videos over the past year or even my live streams on TikTok, I am constantly talking about how much I love this product. And guess what? After using this for about a year, Medicube approached me a month ago asking if they wanted to sponsor me, and I was so excited. It's divine timing, y'all. So thank you so much, Medicube, for sponsoring this video. It couldn't have come at a better timing because I was already going to post my review anyway. But in this video, you'll see me from 1 year ago testing out the Booster Pro device for the very first time, my initial reactions, and what my experience has been using it over the last year. And the best news is that Medicube is offering you guys an exclusive discount for my followers only. All you have to do is use code HIRAM10 to get a 10% total discount per order. All you have to do is go to the links in my description box below. Anyway, let's rewind to almost 1 year ago. Skincare tool time is beginning. I just woke up from a nap and my face is looking extra puffy, so it's the perfect time to use one of the most popular and talked about products on TikTok, the Medicube HR Booster Pro. This caught my attention because of the endless videos on TikTok I've seen featuring it, but what really sealed the deal was when Hailey Bieber used it. I was like, yeah, I need it. So I'm gonna test it. Oh, there she is. I'm so excited. Please don't disappoint me. So I do know enough about this device to understand why it's gone so viral on TikTok, because it has 4 different modes and each mode typically has its own skincare device. It's very rare, if ever, that you see a device that has this many modes in it. And I'm gonna run through each of the modes. Hello? So the first mode I want to try is the air shot mode because you need to use it on dry skin. And I am definitely doing level 1 because I have no idea how powerful this is going to be and I really don't want to fuck up my skin. This one is the mode I'm most terrified to use because it uses electric needles to pierce the skin and help with pore care and just refining the overall appearance of the skin, which is why you're only supposed to use it like once per week, twice per week. Okay, Medicube, let's see what you got. Okay, I felt it. That made me jump. So I definitely feel the little needles. I mean, it's not needles. It's basically like an electric shock. Tiny little electric currents. I jump every time. I really want to get around my nose area because that's the primary area where I struggle with the biggest pores. And that's what it claims to help with. I also have to say, I really like the audio reminder telling you how much time you have left so you're able to section off each area of your face properly. I mean, it really works. Wow. Well, that was super fun and satisfying and it already makes me more interested to get to level 5 and see how I react to that. But on to the next mode. Next up, I'm gonna try booster mode. Please don't shock me. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's a shock, but it is like really bizarre. It's like stimulating the muscles in my skin. Wow, it's this really amazing pulsating feature that also helps to like stimulate the skin, energize your skin cells. Whoa, do you see my eye twitching? Oh, I can feel it throughout all the muscles in my skin. This is so cool. I'm like tripping out right now. Woo! Whew, okay, booster mode's done. On to the next mode, microcurrent mode. This one should be interesting because with microcurrents, it can really help to create that lifting appearance and really target fine lines. So I'm really gonna focus it on this area of my face as well as around the eyes and across the forehead where I experience fine lines. So similar to what I've experienced in other microcurrent devices, I can definitely feel how this is like sending those little shocks into my skin, but it's still very minimal. It's not anything that's like too intense, especially considering that I don't really have a catalyst between the device and my skin. The serum has already fully absorbed. Whew. And the last mode, Dermashot mode. This one's really supposed to stimulate the muscles, so I'm excited. Woo! Okay, now I feel it. Wow. Yep, that tickles. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a mode. Okay, I feel like I look like I'm being so dramatic, but it really, like, I wish you guys could feel what this is like on the skin because, oh, wow, that pulsates really intensely, but it's cool because it's not like any of the other modes. It really is unique. Oh, this one's ticklish. I want to scratch my skin so bad because this is really, really ticklish on the skin. My goodness. I'm loving this. This is so freaking cool. Ooh, she's done. Initial thoughts and feedback for the first product. Gotta say, we started off with a whammy. I was not expecting that to be as powerful as it was. I've used a pretty good amount of skincare tools in my time, and I don't know if I've ever had that jarring of a first experience. One thing I will say, I did notice a significant difference in how effective it felt when the serum was fresh on my face versus when it was absorbed into my skin. So I feel like this would do better with a serum that has like a very silicone base or almost like a skin lubricant that will provide that slip throughout the entire time you're using it. First reaction though, I loved it. I'm very impressed so far. I did not expect this bad boy to come this hard. Woo! My skin feels so invigorated, but I'm gonna test this out for the next week and let you guys know what my final thoughts are. See y'all in a week. Oh, okay. Well, it's definitely been longer than a week since I filmed my first time testing the Medicube Booster Pro, and I actually did film an update along the way, but of course the footage got corrupted. Yes. Love it. Anyway, now that it's been almost a year since I first tested out the Medicube and I use it every single week and tried to do it like, I don't know, 4 to 5 nights a week. What are my thoughts? Well, let me tell you first and foremost, as someone who has always struggled to stay consistent with a skincare tool, I had no problem with this one. I actually found myself looking forward to my nighttime skincare routine so that I could use this. As far as the skin results go, I was pleasantly surprised and not necessarily in the ways that I was expecting. One of the first results I noticed from using this long term is that I tend to struggle with a lot of buildup of little bumps on my forehead. I've still never really been able to figure out what they are. I figure it's because I'm always testing new skincare products out, but I've just kind of always accepted that they're always going to be there. Once I started using this, I noticed that the little bumps on my forehead started to go away. And I have bumps on my forehead right now, and that's because I haven't used this in like a week. So if that doesn't prove, I don't know what is. But yeah, I was just blown away to see that so much of the texture and the little bumps on my forehead went away by using this. I also noticed that by using this every night, my skin just has this beautiful natural glow, and not the type of glow that you get from skincare products where it can very easily translate to like creasiness and oiliness. As someone with oily combination skin, I was happy to see that my skin just had this natural glow and radiance to it that I haven't really experienced with skincare products in the past. For both of those reasons, I have loved integrating this into my nighttime routine. And I also will say, when I first tested it out, I was at a level 1 because I was nervous about doing any higher levels and skin sensitivity and irritation. And this does go up to level 5. And once I started actually using level 5 on my skin, I never noticed any irritation, any redness, sensitivity. I don't know, as a skin tool skeptic myself, there are very few devices that I've actually found myself wanting to continue using, and this is definitely one of them. Plus, I think for all the modes that are in this device, I think this is one of the best priced skin tools out there, because when you look at so many other skin devices, they usually only address one concern, have one mode, or maybe 2 at most. This one has so many and targets so many different skin concerns. And during the year, I also figured out that I have to use the AirShot mode with the edge of the device and not rubbing it directly on my skin. Just a nice gentle glide, so much better. I don't know, you guys, when I first started using this one, I was so ready to not hop on the bandwagon because you guys know I am the last person to buy into hype. Usually if a product's really overhyped, I am not afraid to be the one person that's critical of it, but I have to say this has won me over. I feel like there's a reason it is so viral and why so many people use it. Yeah, this is going to be a part of my nighttime skincare routine forever. Anyway, I know I said I'm going to be trying every skincare tool and there's a lot more to come, so let's rewind back to a year ago to try out the next skincare device. Okay, for the first tool I'm going to be trying, I had a brief interaction with this tool in my video that I filmed with Hailey Bieber. She briefly introduced me to the tool, but I have seen this tool in nearly every older celebrity skincare routine. The way that this product had a grip on the top 1% was crazy. I'm pretty sure I got a cheaper one, and I'll explain why later. It is the Immerse Home Massage Expert. Whoa. These tools, man, they are so popular. And if you don't know what they are facial massage tools that have a vibrating feature to them. Vibrating for your pleasure. And they are like this. I gotta say, these weren't that much, but man, they feel high quality. They're like very heavy, very robust. And I'm first gonna try this facial massager. Basically, the way that I believe this works is that these both roll across your face as the device vibrates. And I wanna see, ooh, wow. It's making like my jaw like react weirdly. It feels interesting. I will say the roller feels cool, particularly along the jawline. I feel like it definitely works with the way that my jaw kind of like juts out, and I can definitely feel the vibration when it hits the bone. It tickles on the nose. Ooh. Oh my God, that really tickles. Okay, I'm not gonna do it on the nose because that is not comfortable. So the vibration definitely adds to the experience, although I'm not gonna lie, it's not the most comfortable when it's touching my brow bone. I feel like my brain is being jiggled like scrambled eggs. Man, Now, if you're brand new to skin tools and wondering, Hiram, why the f are you rubbing around these things on your face? There are some benefits to facial massaging tools like gua sha, or if you opt for something more fancy like this. It can definitely help with lymphatic drainage, which is where your face basically fills up like a balloon with liquid, and in order to release your face of that liquid that's contributing to puffiness, a swollen looking face, which I am definitely a victim of in the morning, it can help to reduce that puffiness, kind of make the swelling go down, and overall give your face a more fresh and lifted look. Now, because of how small this massaging tool is, I honestly wonder like how effective it is at not only reducing lymphatic drainage, but also the more exaggerated benefits like making your face look younger, helping to reduce wrinkles. I mean, there's a lot that tools like this claim to do, and there's a reason why so many celebrities utilize this specific type of tool. But I don't know, it does feel a little bit bizarre, and I wonder what the overall beneficial function of the vibrating is, right? Like, I could see how it could stimulate your skin in the same way that like tapping or some people slap their faces. I mean, people do it to their skin to kind of like stimulate it, but realistically, I don't know how much vibration actually helps with long-term skin benefits like reducing aging, refining the skin, making it look more plump. Done with that one. Let's move on to this IUD looking device. Ooh. Okay, I mean, they both have like a powerful vibration to them, I will say that. I feel like I'm shaving my face. That's the only similarity I can compare with this one. Ooh. Okay, low-key, I can kind of get into this one for the other areas of my face that don't really adhere to that angulation that's needed for the other one. This one kind of better works on flat surfaces. I also like this one more on my under eye area because I feel like with the other one, because of the two balls that are rolling together, it kind of would pull down on my under eye area, which is exactly the opposite of what you want a tool to do. Also, this is far more gentle than the other one is, which kind of works for these hard to get to areas. Ooh, whoa, that feels cool. I can't see out of one eye, but that feels cool. Okay, not gonna lie, I do like this tool a lot better than the other roller one. I feel like I'm getting more stimulation. It doesn't feel as annoying on my bone and actually feels like I'm getting more of that vibrating power. Plus, I feel like this one is just easier to use. Now, I just gotta say, for these types of tools, is the experience very nice? I'm enjoying myself right now. This feels pretty relaxing. Does it have some benefits for reducing puffiness? Absolutely. But beyond that, this type of facial stimulation isn't going to do much more. Do you guys hear how loud that is? Whew, my face is gonna be red after this, broski. But overall, when it comes to these tools, while they're a nice, elegant experience, you're really not going to notice any huge transformative results, which is exactly why I bought the Amazon version of these and did not buy the very expensive version, because I think these, like the name brand version, is upwards of like $200 each. These are battery operated, y'all. $200+ is wild. Now, if you spent what I spent, I think it's a nice, luxurious addition to your skincare routine that doesn't have to break the bank and will last for a while. And honestly, I would recommend this brand because between the very fancy version that I tried with Hailey Bieber and this, I feel like they feel the same level of quality. I don't know. But yes, final verdict on these: nice experience, yes. Transformative results, nay. I had to buy the viral LED facial sculpting tool. If you're on TikTok, you know exactly what this is. People saying this single tool gets rid of their genetic double chin, that it took 10 years off their face. Cystic acne, gone overnight. Truthfully, I do feel kind of ashamed for purchasing this because after seeing so many ads and the most ridiculous claim benefits for this, I vowed to never get one, but for this video, sacrifices, y'all. Okay, so it has a power button and I'm assuming there's different modes. Okay, yeah, so it looks like there are different modes. First is red light, green light. Why do I feel like I'm in the Squid Games? And blue light. Oh, and also purple light. That's cool. Okay, actually, I don't know how many lights there are on this because it keeps like rotating through a bunch of them. So we're gonna go with red light first. Let's go. Oh, okay. It vibrates too. Didn't know that. That scared the shit out of me. My God. Wow, it's vibrating like an electric razor. I feel like the curve makes it so it's really difficult to like use on other areas of your neck. So if you aren't familiar with LED light, red light actually is commonly used to help with aging, helping increase collagen production, and it's actually extremely effective at doing so when you have the right strength and the right frequency of use. Red light is one of those things that you really have to be very persistent about in order to see the long-term benefits. Now, with the type of vibration this is utilizing, it feels less like an actual vibration with the tools I just used and more just, I don't know, it's lower quality. Granted, I wasn't exactly dishing out the bucks for this product. Ooh, okay. I kind of like how the curve works with the forehead. It actually does work rather nicely to fit into the grooves. I feel like it gets a little bit awkward on this part of the face though. Okay, this device confuses me. Let's switch to green light. So green light is primarily used to calm irritation, like reduce redness and sensitivity. It definitely can be helpful. Ow! Did it just shock me? Feels like it's shocking me. Green LED definitely has benefits for the skin, although the most common LED light forms are blue light and red light. I struggle with redness on my nose, so I'm trying to get up in there. And I will say, this is not as ticklish, well, slightly less ticklish than the other one. Okay, low-key, I hate the vibration on this. I really don't like it. I kind of wish it was just the LED light and that's it. Now let's try blue light. Now, blue light is probably my favorite form of LED because not only does it help to kill bacteria that's associated with acne and breakouts, but it can also help to reduce oiliness and also soothe redness as well. Blue LED light can be really beneficial for people who have persistent acne, even cystic acne. Oh, this is so awkward to use. I feel like the only area of my face where it feels kind of like comfortable is my neck. Okay, that's enough of that. Does my jawline look like Bella Hadid? Yeah, to absolutely nobody's surprise, I think this is just one of those TikTok scams that just isn't worth your coin. Not only does the curvature of this make this kind of awkward to use in other areas of your face besides your neck, but the vibration on this specific device is really annoying. And I get it, most of the benefits that this claims to have comes from the repeated jaw sculpting movements, but honestly, a gua sha is better than this. Buy a good old stainless steel or rose quartz gua sha and call it a day. There is no need for you to be using this. And by the way, if you want a good gua sha, I have personally loved the Sashu Beauty stainless steel gua sha. I feel like it's very smooth and easy to clean. But final thoughts on this one, enjoyable experience? No. Long-term results? Also no. I don't get the hype. I don't know why people buy these. Okay, next, because my skin needs actual benefits. Next up is a super cool technology, ion infusion. And if you don't know what that is, I'm gonna break it down in really dumb terms because I don't know what the exact science is. But I got this really cool eye massager tool when I was in Thailand. And when I saw that it was an ion infused device, I was like, oh my God, I have to try this for the video. Essentially, the way that ion infusion works is that it only activates once it touches your skin. So I can hold it against, I don't know, my phone. See nothing. But when I touch it to my skin, it also doesn't work. Wow. Oh, there we go. What the hell? Oh, what? How does this work? Why does it only work sometimes? Oh, sorry. I am stupid. So there's a metal bar at the front, and basically the way that ion works is essentially it only works when there's 2 points of contact between human skin. So if I touch this metal part and hold it up against my skin, that is what activates the vibration features. I told you I'm not a scientist. Because see, if I just touch the top to my face independently, nada. But when I touch the metal bar, It's magic, I tell you. However, this does represent an entire category of skincare tools that utilize ionized technology, and I want to try this one for the under eye area. So I'm going to be pairing this with an eye cream, and I'm going to use the Haruhana Wonder Black Rice Bakuchiol Eye Cream, and let's see how well this bad boy works. Okay, that is a lot of eye cream. Let's go. Okay, well, this is boring. Okay, I guess now is the time to talk about my issue with the majority of skincare tools and devices out there. Here's the brutal truth. I feel like the majority of skincare devices have actually very little science or benefit backing them, and instead serve as a more sensorial aspect of a skincare routine rather than giving your skin any long-term significant or noticeable benefits. Because a lot of the technology backing them is basically vibration, and there's not a lot of skin benefits to that. Yes, like I've said before, it's stimulating. Yes, it can help to depuff, but beyond that, there aren't really a lot of legitimate studies or data to back up the benefits that a lot of these tools claim to have. And the same goes for this tool. I mean, ion technology is pretty nifty. I mean, it's cool, but at the end of the day, this is just a metal spatula that I'm rubbing on my under eye area to help my eye cream absorb better. That's about it. And honestly, after using this, I'd much rather just done. That's all I gotta do. It's so much easier, it's cheaper, it saves you time, which is why I have a bone to pick with so many of these products. Again though, the technology is cool, it's innovative, it's something new and fresh, but it doesn't really offer anything more to your skin than you would get from just a solid skincare routine with good active ingredients and a really good sunscreen. So final verdict when it comes to this eye massager, luxurious experience, maybe long-term benefits, no. And that, ladies and gentlemen, gays and theys, completes my first round of testing the internet's most viral skincare tools, but not to worry, I have a lot more coming because in the next video, I'm going to be testing out at-home laser devices, LED face masks, scalp LED masks, crazy stuff, y'all, get ready. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As you can see, I tend to have a very strict and high standard when it comes to skin tools, and the fact I only enjoyed one tool out of this whole video kind of shows that I'm usually not a big fan of skin tools, but I am so excited that I at least found one. I still, like I said before, use Medicube almost every day. It's one of my favorite skin devices, and I loved how this video was able to work out where Medicube could be a sponsor. So again, thank you so much, Medicube, for sponsoring this video. And finally, I would love to hear what skin tools you guys think I should test out next. I am totally open to trying whatever you recommend, as long as it doesn't like destroy my skin. Don't go crazy, y'all. But leave a comment down below with what skin tool you want me to try next. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. And I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah.